What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Fett. Hey, today I got a Black Beauty. This is one of those true historic 1957 Les Paul Custom reissues. It's got the 3 pickups, it's got a Bigsby stock. And I've had this guitar for a few months and I've been playing it, I've been loving it. But what I didn't love was the standard wiring. Biggest pet peeve, when you're at volume, the middle pickup had no way to turn. You had no way to turn off the middle pickup or to even turn down the volume. So when you've got your amp cranked, you're in your, you're in one of the positions. You've got your volume down, and maybe you've also got another sound set up on your neck pickup with the volume down. Two low volume things. When you would go to the middle pickup, the middle selector switch, even just to switch between, you get to the middle and the middle pickup would come on full blast and you basically get like a pop. And that was, I think, one of the worst things about it. In the stock wiring configuration, you've got your neck pickup when you're up, bridge pickup when you're down, but in the middle, you'd have the middle and the bridge. And again, no way to turn down that volume. As soon as your volume comes up, that pickup comes on full blast. So, what could you do about it? Well, there's a guy called Jonesyblues. He's active on the My Les Paul forum and some other forums, and he's been wiring. He's been making wiring harnesses for a long time. He does a great job. It is a custom thing, so you place your order, and then you do have to wait a couple weeks, maybe even a few weeks, 3 weeks, if he's busy. But he does really great work. What I loved about it, it's a pretty complicated setup because you've got you've got to replace the standard control here, because the one that it comes with, the middle pickup was wired directly to the toggle switch. So you need a different toggle switch, and all your pots had to be changed, and one of the pots becomes a push-pull. And so he makes this harness, and I'll sell you the switch, and it all fits together fairly easily. What's great about how he does it, he makes a really pretty harness with great components, and then he puts these little like wires on everything and labels them, so they're like little leads. So all you have to do is wire. All you have to do. It was still, honestly, it's still a pretty complicated connection thing, but you install the new switch, thread everything through. You have to take off. You have to unsolder the middle pickup from the old switch. The way that Gibson does these standard now, I don't know if they've always done it like this. They took all of the braided shielding off that middle pickup, and it's a bare black wire that runs up to here. And then what was left, there's just a little bit of that braided wire left on this pickup. They had soldered a wire to it, and the other end they had soldered to the braided wire of the neck pickup, and that's how they were grounding the middle pickup. Well, when you put everything back through and you have the middle pickup going into the cavity along with these 2 pickups, I was getting a short because that those solder connections weren't shielded. Well, they weren't covered. They weren't shrink wrapped or electrical tape. So I did have some problems, but the instructions that he gives you are pretty clear. He's like, you need to make sure that nothing's touching, that nothing's touched the braided leads on that run. So make sure you insulate everything. So I went back and I did. At first I saw that and I didn't think I needed to worry about it. And then it wasn't working. And then I went back and did it, and I got it to work. But it's still a pretty big job, but it was really worth it, and I'm going to show you why. And again, you could make a harness like this yourself. You could get the components and wire it up. I thought for the quality of the work and the ease of the installation, it made a very tricky thing easier to have these leads already put on there for you, already labeled. So once you got everything situated, you just have to start wiring your, your neck lead to the neck lead, the grounds to the grounds, etc., etc. It also came with a new output jack because that was wired to the original harness. So it's a pretty in-depth thing. So if you're not familiar with this stuff, you should probably have a tech do it. But if you put in a wire harness before, it can be done. It's a little more complicated than a standard Les Paul. All that said, let me show you what it does, okay? Now that I've got it in, when the push-pull is down, the guitar is just like a regular Les Paul. Up is your neck, down is your bridge, middle is your neck and your bridge. So, totally normal. When you engage, when you pull out the tone, the neck tone pot, you bring in the middle pickup. And so now you can have neck and middle, all three, or bridge and middle. Or you take it off, push it down, and you get just the bridge again. So that's how it works. It's a pretty cool setup, and it gives you a whole additional set of tones. Let me run you through what they sound like. I'm playing through, this is going into a Effects Klone V2, and that's going out to the Vibrolux. I'll try to put that in the right channel, and the Sound City Concord. The Vibrolux has a little bit of reverb on it, and the Concord is dry. All right? Let's give this a shot. Just the neck. So I'm switching here. This is both the neck and the middle. This is just the neck. Both. Let's go to the middle, and you get the outer two pickups. Now all three. Just the two. Now just the bridge. Bridge and middle. So just bridge, pull it up. So I'll just run through real quick again. Neck, both, or neck and middle. Outer pickups. All three. Bridge. Bridge and middle. So there you have it. True historic 1957 reissue Les Paul Custom 3-pickup Black Beauty. It's a great guitar. If you have one of these Black Beauties, one of these 3-pickup ones, I really recommend you checking out some of the other wiring options. This one by Jonesyblues is great. I think you'll really like it. And I hope that was helpful. Peace.